My mood can flip on a dime. Got very distracted. My attention span is not very good. I am very good at masking. Now I really feel like I'm here by myself. Darius segment. So today's video is going to be very similar to my day in the life video, which was last week's vlog. I guess I wanted to showcase like a little bit more of the ADHD side of things. I think that might be interesting to see. And I guess I'm struggling with it a little bit today, so I thought in recording this it'll be pretty accurate, I guess, as how I'm feeling. I was trying to do a lot today. I am feeling a little bit sore, so I wasn't gonna go to the gym, which is what I normally do on Tuesdays, but I thought if I'm not gonna go to the gym, then I'll take this extra time to either vlog or like edit videos, and I'm feeling like a major block right now, finding it really hard to get going and just do it. So I guess for those of you who don't know, I got diagnosed with ADHD about, I think 8 months ago now, or around that time, definitely less than a year ago, and it has come with a lot of ups and downs, as you can probably imagine. But yeah, so today Darius just sneezed. That was adorable. Bless you. I feel like days where I feel really blocked like this. And the term, by the way, is ADHD paralysis, which I thought was interesting because that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like I'm unable to move and do anything. Whenever I'm feeling like that, I find it very difficult to get going, obviously, and I am not taking my meds currently, which I'll probably talk about more later, but I'm on Concerta and I don't take it very regularly because of its side effects. So whenever I feel this way, I find it very difficult to get going, and I usually waste a lot of the day, unfortunately. But I'm gonna go and try to do some video editing now, and hopefully I can create like a little satisfying time lapse or something. Okay, so I got very distracted. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more later because I don't want to say that I got distracted and got literally nothing done before I even gave myself a chance to get it done. So it's only 2 o'clock. I will check in with you guys again at maybe 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and we'll see how much I was able to get done. The goals for today are video editing, like the next vlog. I'm gonna edit the shorts that I want to post for today or tomorrow, and then make lunch, I guess. 3 simple things, and we're gonna start with making lunch because I'm starving, and I think that is impairing my ability to focus just like a little bit. I'll take you guys along with me to make lunch because I don't even know what I'm gonna make, but that's what we're gonna do right now, and then I'm gonna get back to video editing. And the reason why I want to check in at around 5 or 6 is because Adam will get home soon after that. We usually hang out, and then my mom gets home, and then I like to hang out with her a little bit, and then Arhan gets home, and then I hang out with him a bit. So usually around starting 6 to 7-ish, I don't really work anymore. I don't really do much, and I just hang out with the people that I love. So that's usually the routine, and so I want to get as much done as I can before we get to that point. So these are ifu noodles that we got at a Chinese restaurant, I think like last week, and they didn't season it properly, so I seasoned it a bit with some soy sauce and some sesame oil, and I'm just heating it up basically on the stove, but also hoping that the soy sauce will incorporate itself into this meal. Okay guys, so wish me luck. I just finished making the lunch, and I'm gonna eat that and relax a little bit while I watch some YouTube probably, and then I'm gonna go straight to video editing. And then I will check in with you guys at around 6 p.m. Ooh, holy crap, I'm tired. So I was able to do some video editing after I think like an hour of procrastinating. So honestly, I always feel, I feel like that's how I usually get productive. I always spend so much time on my phone or just like wasting time doing other things. So today was wasting time playing Hay Day. I ended up doing that for about an hour. I couldn't really get going, and then once I did get going, I think I chunked together the next vlog, at least like half of it. So I would call that a win. It's not even 6 o'clock yet, but I'm so tired. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break now, and I feel like that was a lot more work than I had planned to do anyways, and that was an hour's worth of editing. So I think that's pretty good. I often feel like it's pretty difficult for me to like get going. The ramp up into doing something is usually much more difficult than actually doing it, but I feel like with ADHD I find it very difficult to get past that whole ramping up. Like the ramp is very steep. I have to get through like mental blocks of not being able to do it, and getting to the point where I can actually sit down often takes several hours. So the fact that it only took 1 hour today, I want to say that was pretty good. My attention span is not very good. I don't know if it's made apparent when I make those like time lapses where you guys can kind of see that I'm like working on stuff, but like even in today's one, I think I got distracted with Darius, and sitting still is also very difficult. I feel like I've combated a lot of these things like over the years of working at school and in like situations where you can't really get up as often and stuff. So I feel like I found different ways like the squishy cube and other things to help like me fidget silently and do that without being too distracting. I do find it very difficult. I don't know if that's always very apparent when I vlog and show you guys like things in my life, that like ADHD is something that I'm struggling with quite a bit, but it is something that I'm learning to deal with. It is not something that I grew up knowing that I had and had only figured out that I had it later on in life. So I feel like in the process of learning that, there's a lot of like almost denial, it feels like, or like finding ways to cope with the fact that, okay, you didn't know that you had this for so many years of your life, and now what? It has allowed me to be a little bit easier on myself. I do find that the days where I can't do anything or I am getting distracted, I tell myself that like, okay, you actually have a disability, and so things work differently for me, and I try my best to go easy on myself. I'm still learning. I don't feel like it is a very easy thing to go easy on myself, just because I spent 23 years not knowing, and every time I had a moment where I couldn't do it or I was getting distracted, I would just push past that point and burn myself out. I know that getting a diagnosis doesn't actually change anything. Like, I had it before the diagnosis, but I think in knowing that I have it, it changes like my self-talk and how I deal with my day-to-day and my struggles, and helps me educate myself a little bit further. I don't know if I'm rambling. So like, I feel like even in vlogs, my head is very overwhelmed and it's very chaotic. Like, there's so many thoughts going through my head. So when I'm vlogging and I'm even just chatting, I can't tell if I go off topic or not. And I figure it out obviously in editing, and I take out all the parts that don't make sense or things that I don't want to keep. I don't think I'm as clear and concise as I wish I could be. I might be wrong. Like, I feel like some of my vlogs get put together well in the end, but when I'm filming, I couldn't tell you right now what I just talked about. I can't remember. So staying on track and like on topic is always pretty difficult. Here's a little Darius segment that I have basically in every vlog, because he has to be in every vlog. Hi, silly boy. He naps every day at this time from basically 1 o'clock until I would say 6 o'clock. So he's gonna be here for a while, but here you guys go. Isn't he so cute? Okay, he's so eepies. So it is 10 o'clock the next day. I meant to wake up earlier, so I woke up at 8:30, but I didn't get out of bed until 10 o'clock. I feel like that is something that I'm sure a lot of people struggle with, but that's definitely one of the things for me. It's like waking up super early, like sometimes even before my alarm, but then actually not being able to get out of bed until like 10 o'clock or like much later, just because I feel like sometimes I don't have anything to wake up for. So anyways, I'm up now. It's 10 o'clock. I'm gonna go make my tea, make my breakfast, and then I'm gonna shower up and then get ready for stream. my tea afterwards. I have been trying to do it so that I don't end up eating and having my tea at the same time, just because I feel like I don't end up drinking a lot of water or any water at all. So I feel like that's a pretty bad habit. The plan for today is going to be video editing. I'm going to stream at 1:30 and then I'm going to do my laundry afterwards. So I'll put the to-do on the screen. I'm hoping that I can actually check through all three of those things. I think it should be okay. And then I'm also uploading a shorts today. Laundry is going to be probably one of the harder things. I feel like chores are like the day-to-day things that like everyone needs to do. I find those things pretty difficult. So like laundry, dishes, showering, those are like, I don't know, there's such a mental block for me to like get going and do those things. But I'm feeling a lot better today than I felt yesterday in terms of like feeling overwhelmed and just like a lot of things to do. So today's definitely a better day. I'm gonna eat my breakfast, have my call with Arhan, and then probably make my tea during that. But I am debating because my dad offered to get me bubble tea. So now I'm kind of like, do I make my tea? Yeah. Hello. Do I make my tea by myself and then get a bubble tea also? The reason why I like making my tea like in-house is because it's like a warm drink that I can have while I'm video editing. It's like a little treat to like do my work. So that's kind of why I wanted to make it anyway. So I'm probably gonna make my tea and ask my dad for a bubble tea. So I'll make like a decaf tea instead and then get like a caffeinated drink, I think. Okay, so I didn't even get to video editing. I have a clip of this, but basically I was super overwhelmed and oh my god, I have dad sneezes. I was very overwhelmed. I didn't get to the things that I wanted to do. And I also forgot to mention in like the to-do list of things, but I also need to wash my hair and I have to do it before stream. So with washing my hair and drying it and everything, it takes about an hour and a half. So that takes me right to stream. So I won't get to video edit. So I took a clip of me writing everything down. So I think for me, a big part of like the ADHD overwhelm is the fact that I have all these things on my mind and things I have to do, and it feels like they're so important. Everything has to get done right away. And even if I slip up on one, everything is messed up, like everything's ruined. So it helps me to like write it down so that I know, okay, you have it written somewhere so you know your plan for today, so I don't have to think so hard about it and try to keep it in my head amongst like so many other thoughts and so many other things I have to do. So that's kind of one of the things that helps me like deal with that overwhelm is like writing out a plan. I think the trend that goes around that helps a lot of people is consistency. So like getting into a habit of like doing like good habits or like whatever you want to accomplish every single day. I feel like with ADHD, it's better to do continuation. So it's the idea of like, okay, if you miss a few days, it isn't the end of the world. You don't have to stop what you were doing before. Just continue on when you have the energy and the capacity to do so. So I think that was really helpful for me because I have always been trying to follow that consistency mindset of like, okay, if I do it every single day, then I'm being successful and I'm succeeding. And if I fall off, then I have failed. And I usually fall off for a lot longer after that with that mindset that I already failed. So I'm not going to continue to do it. And I think that's where the mindset goes wrong. I think especially with ADHD, continuation is important because there are going to be days that I fall off because I'm so overwhelmed I can't do anything. Or I'm just like, I feel like so paralyzed, like I can't get going. I can't even get off the couch. And I think to view those days as not failures has helped me a lot. Like almost as like a rest day. I'm gonna hop in the shower so that I can get the plans for the day rolling because as of right now, I don't think I've accomplished anything on the actual to-do list. So showering is the first one, get that out of the way, and then I'll be able to, hopefully it'll cascade into the other things that I need to do for the rest of the day. Hello. And now we've switched places. He likes to go into the shower after, although he hasn't done this in, I feel like, several months, so it's very cute. I miss having a little companion. Okay, hair wash is done. I feel like it's been a while since I've like worn something nice for, well, for the vlog and also for streams, so I thought I'd dress up a little bit today. So, first thing on the to-do list, done. Okay, now for my skincare. So I have a mirror here. Honestly, I've shown my skincare routine so many times, so I'm not gonna walk through the actual routine. It's in basically every other video, I think. But I got the shower done, and so what I've been doing is like a priority list kind of thing. Or maybe that's not the right word, like a points system. So basically for me, things are ranked in points in terms of the difficulty. So for me, showering is one of the hardest things to get done in the day. So that one has like the most points. Like I would give it like 8 points in terms of difficulty. Whereas something like streaming, even though it's like for 3 hours, I find it less difficult because I just sit there and I get to chat. Basically what I'm trying to say is I did the harder thing that I have to do today. So what's up there is going to be, yeah, showering and laundry. Those two are like worth quite a few points. I find that I feel better after a shower, not because of the shower, but just knowing that I checked off something that was very hard for me to do. I don't think I talked about the side effects of the medication in this video yet, but basically for me, it's like this immense sadness that I get when the pill is like wearing off. So when that happens, usually I feel like a huge sense of hopelessness. Like I don't want to do anything. Everything that I did do in the day was useless, worthless. So it's not great for self-talk. It's not great for manifesting or just general happiness. So it's been tough to like balance whether I want to take the meds and be really productive, but then know that I'm giving myself sadness because it is going to come every day at around the same time if I take the meds. Whereas with ADHD, I have days where I'm really sad also, but it's not like I know it's coming and I'm giving it to myself. But for the time being, I don't see myself needing it. I've been applying to jobs perfectly fine. The days where I don't get a lot of work done, it wasn't like there was a time deadline kind of thing where I needed to. So it ends up being a bit okay. I think when I start a job, it will be different because I will need to focus for the job for like 8 hours. So in that respect, I may need to take meds then. I think I showed this in the last vlog, the lip oil that I had gotten at the mall, and I use it now pretty regularly. I really do love it. So the color's not too different from my natural lips, but it is moisturizing and it gives a nice little pigment that I don't have. Okay, that's better. I just wanted to do my hair really quickly so that I can start the drying process because I stream in less than an hour. I need to dry my hair before then. So just like speeding things up. Also, here, I'll move you guys a bit closer. I'm just gonna preface this. I'm not an expert in ADHD. I literally just have it. I've only known that I've had it for a few months. So the knowledge that I've gathered is just through my own research and some therapy. I'm still figuring out what is my personality versus things that are actually ADHD. Because I'm coming to realize that there's a lot of research that I do to find out that the personality trait that I thought was like unique to me or like very special that I really like is just ADHD. So learning a lot, trying to figure out all those things. But the things I have figured out is, yes, I do fidget a lot. I am very good at masking, which means that you kind of present yourself in a way where you can conform to society. I feel like when I meet new people and even for the vlog, I mask quite a bit. So I feel like very difficult to show like ADHD because I don't want to edit a video where you see all the fidgeting and stuff and it looks like I'm just trying to enhance my ADHD or that, you know, I'm falling into the stigmas of like, this is ADHD and I'm just sitting there like fidgeting, you know, because I know it's more than that. And there's just so many aspects to it that I didn't realize before. So the two that are the ones that I struggle with the most is rejection sensitivity dysphoria or something like that, and just like overwhelm and paralysis. So those are like the main two. Basically how they affect me is that when someone is kind of neutral or they don't show like immense enthusiasm for me or my idea or like what I want to do, I feel very rejected, and that hurts. Like, I think we all know like rejection hurts a lot. Learning to deal with that has been very difficult. I always just thought I was really sensitive, which I guess I am. But feeling that rejection and then also just feeling my range of emotions so intensely makes it very difficult to live like day-to-day life, especially when I get rejected from a job, or, you know, I'm feeling a little bit sad and it gets amplified to be like really sad over something super small. And then just the overwhelm and paralysis, like when I'm very overwhelmed, I get literally like stuck, like I can't do anything. If you guys are interested in, I guess, learning more about ADHD or learning my story or the diagnosis process or anything like that, I would love to share that. That would help me a lot too. But I don't want to just start out there if no one is interested, obviously. Okay, my hair is dry, very nice. Record time too. I think that took like 5 minutes. So I let it air dry a bit and then I just blow dried it. I didn't even style it today. I'm not in the mood. I'm not feeling any of that stuff. So I'm hoping that this will look nice enough for stream and last for tomorrow, because I keep my hair like for 2 days. Like I wash my hair every other day. Yeah, so that's it. It's a little bit frizzy also, but looks good, I think. Okay, I might be over vlogging now because I said after stream, but I wanted to show you guys this side of ADHD as well, the really huge mood shifts. Oh, I'm vlogging into the light. Basically, that my mood can flip on a dime, and right now I'm really excited, and my highs are super fucking high. Like, I'm so excited, which is really great because when I'm excited to go to stream is so good, because on stream, I feel like ADHD is a great quality. Like, the ability to keep yapping and chatting and stuff like that is exactly what keeps people engaged. So just wanted to show you guys this side also. Like, I'm really happy right now, really excited. So it's gonna be good for stream. And a common thing that happens after stream, unfortunately, is that I get sad. So we'll see. I'll come back after stream and we'll see the different moods side by side, basically. Okay, so this is me after stream now. I was talking for a lot. Stream ended up being 3 hours, so it's normally around that, 2 to 3 hours, depending on how I'm feeling. And I guess like how active everyone is in the chat. I think why I get a little bit lower afterwards is just because, well, for one, I'm expelling like a lot of energy, talking a lot. And then I think also because I was talking to like, you know, a few people, and then now I'm like back. Well, I was home already by myself, but like now I really feel like I'm here by myself and there's not really anyone to talk to. So I usually get a little bit down after stream, but I'm okay now. I'm gonna run and do my laundry, and then I'm gonna make an effort to take a walk. It is such a nice day outside today. Let me show you. This is the backyard. It's so bright and everything, and I think the weather's like 19 degrees. So I'm gonna make an effort to actually go on a walk, because I think that'll be good for my health, and hopefully clear my head a little bit. Look how blue the sky is.
I have to change the tires in that.
Right, Oscar? How long?
Oh my goodness. That's small. Little baby.
And they get so excited. Sorry, I forgot we have a server, so I called you. I didn't mean to. first time, I'm vlogging. Hey, look at him. He's like moving close, trying to see the TV. There's just a bunch of birds. You are so cute. Look how focused.
You take it out of the Darius.
I honestly don't know what I have in this vlog. I think it's a good amount of stuff. I think it's like what I would normally do in like the span of a week, and I think I included like a bunch of stuff about like living with ADHD. I don't know. I hope I did. If I'm missing stuff, hopefully I'll make another video another time, but I think I'm gonna end the video here just because I think that it is quite a bit of stuff that I vlogged. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, I'd appreciate if you gave it a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.